One, two, three, go. Palunga sa mo ang kwan, M. One, two, three, go. Good day, everyone. We are Theme Innovative, and today we are presenting our detailed demonstration for the lab activity investigating phishing incidents. So, in this presentation, we will walk you through how we analyze a suspected phishing email step by step using various cybersecurity tools. So, first of all, I will be your moderator, and I'm joined with my group mates who will each tackle different components of the investigation.
Hello everyone, I'm Gianluigi Sasado and I'm assigned to do the examining of the URL.
And I am Emma Dihagwaling, assigned for MD5 for the hash identifier.
And I'm Jomar Kalikunan. To my part, I will talk about the sender domain.
So, lastly, I am Rizalin Joy Sacro, and I will be summarizing our findings, conclusion, and recommendations based on the evidence of our group gathered during the investigation. So let us begin by presenting the details of the email we investigated. So this is the email. So this email was reportedly received by Kerry Joyce Waga, and it include the following. So as you can see, there is a suspicious URL which is http waterscrest.buzz. So a sender email address was administrator at Butisport Tower pulska.pl, and this is the file attachment with the MD5 hash. So from this, our group mates focus on answering three main questions, which is first is this email a phishing attempt? Second is this file attachment malicious? And lastly, can the sender domain can be trusted? So we will start with the URL analysis. Go ahead, Mr. Ali.
So, hello everyone, ako po yung mag-i-examine ng URL na kasama sa suspicious email para malaman kung legit ba ito. So, first things first, mag-share screen muna ako. So, in this case, nakita ko ng dalawang cybersecurity tools. Ito, una is Zscaler or Zulu Zscaler. So, ang URL na ating na-receive ay itatype lang natin dito sa analyzer nila. So, here, http waterscrest.buzz, and then click analyze. Wait. Ito lang tayo. Ito, it is, the result is malicious. And, ang Zulu Skiller ay nag-analyze ng web content at nagka-categorize ng potential threats. So, sa pagpasok ko ng URL, na-flag ito as malicious na nangangahulugang potentially harmful link. At pangalawa is ang virus total. Here, let's type the URL, then click search. Ang virus total is nag-scan ng URLs gamit ng iba't ibang antivirus engines at lumabas din sa result na malicious at suspicious yung URL. At dahil sa confirm na dangerous yung URL, so masasabi natin ito ay parte ng isang phishing attempt na malayunin linglangin o i-compromise ang recipient o ang client.
So, Mr. Ali, can I ask question?
Yes.
So, importante po ba or necessary po ba na gumamit ng one or more tool to verify the URL?
Great question. Of course, because using multiple tools can increase the accuracy and reliability of our investigation. So each tool runs this and detection engines. So if both provide the same result, it validates our findings and reduces the chances of false positive or false negative.
Okay, thank you po. So, next.
So good afternoon. I'm moving on. Moving on, the file attachment MD5 hash. I will show the MD5 hash. So first, I will use the mdfile.com, which is here. Kailangan po natin ng file dito para ma-search if
Share screen,
What?
Share screen po. Yung share screen.
Nag-share screen na. Wait, di pa siya nag-adapt. Wait. Sorry. Okay. Can you see the screen now? Can you see my screen? Okay. Pasensya, lag kasi. So, this is the mdfile.com, md5.com. So, dito, kailangan natin ng file para mag-search if that file is safe. Pero, wala tayong actual file. So, I am going to use the virus tool para i-search natin yung MD5 file niya. As we all remember, na all file has hash. So, i-search natin through hash yung file dito since wala tayong actual na file. So, I'll try here. Gagamit tayo ng ibang platform kasi wala tayong actual file. Ayan. I will try to search. Sabi ko muna. So the result is we currently don't have any comments that fit your search. So yung result dito is wala. Even though wala tayong nakitang results, hindi ibig sabihin na yung file natin is safe dito. So, what we're going to do is gagamit tayo ng ibang tools para malaman natin if the file is safe. So, yun muna. Thank you.
Miss Emma, so even with no result, why is the MD5 has still important in cybersecurity investigation po?
Yes, the MD5 hash functions like digital fingerprint of a file. Even if we don't have the actual file, pwede tayong gumamit ng hash sa ibang security database. So, if it has been identified as malware before, we could link that the information. So, in our case, it will return no matches. So, we remain cautious about this is not safety. It's safety.
Thank you po. Can we proceed to Sir Kaligunan?
So, hello everyone. To this part, ang gagawin ko ay to check yung sender domain which is the Butis Porto Polska.pl. So first, I use Cisco Talos Intelligence tool that check the security and reputation of domain. So allow me to share my screen. So let's search here. So let's search here yung domain para malaman kung reputable ito. So after enter the domain, nakalagay dito is unfortunately we can't find any results for your search. So makita natin dito na wala silang record about this domain. So let's try another site which is Virus Total. So search natin dito the same. So dito naman ay nakalagay is no security virus. So flag this domain as malicious, so hindi siya na flag as malicious, but hindi masasabi na reputable ito because there is no strong evidence na totoo ito. So let's back to Risa.
Nakamute ka, Riza.
Nakamute
Excuse
ka.
me. Nakamute ka.
So, to conclude, guys, here are our key findings from the investigation. So, the URL http waterscratch.buzz was confirmed malicious by both Zulu, Zscaler, and Virus Total, while the MD5 hash returned no result, leaving its status inconclusive, and the domain was not flagged but has no known reputation, making it more suspicious when considered alongside from the indicators. So this is my final conclusion. So yes, this email is highly likely to be a phishing attempt, even though the file attachment could not be confirmed as malicious. The combination of a dangerous link and an untrustworthy domain is enough to treat the email as a threat. So my recommendations is to block the malicious URL at the firewall and endpoint level. Train user to recognize phishing email, especially those with suspicious links or unknown sender, and improve email filtering system to catch threats like this earlier, and monitor for any future communications from the domain. So before we wrap up, can we share some arcade takeaways from this investigation? Let's start to Mr. Ali.
So my takeaway in this investigation is that even if the link is quite remarkable and there's no sign of suspicious something, etc., but you need to undergo a lot of processes so that you could really ensure that there is reliable. That would be all.
So, Miss Emma,
We learned from the file in DS5, not showing up kasi wala tayong actual file. So, it will be to the protect or and assist with all like base.
Mr. Diomar, can you share some key takeaways?
Yan, ito magmakat natin nila. Oo, kasabutan na. Ito mo.
Usaha lang ba yun? Usaha lang nakag-isip.
Nasa kuhan?
Nasa script.
Ito na, kat ng kanina bita. Dito na sa script.
Oh,
Yung lang gipili kung sa yun na lang nga.
nasa case
You need to double the kuan ba na double check. Ano ra?
Saan ninyo?
Certain link.
I found out that even domain would kita.
This investigation, oy, find out.
Sige.
1, 2, 3, go. So, can you share some key takeaways, Mr. Diomar, about the domain?
I found out that even a domain with no negative record can still dangerous if it's already used.
So, lastly, for me, so this investigation taught us that effective teamwork and critical thinking combined with the right tools are essential combating phishing attacks. So, thank you everyone for our excellent contribution. Thank you guys for your explanation, well explained, and for your demonstration.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bites.
Ikat na nina ko.
Bye.